giveaway. I just love a good moment to give something away for free. I just love it. I love it. I really do. I really do love giving goodies and things away. So there's a couple different things that I'm giving away. So definitely make sure to stay to the end of this chat, because this is going to be a big chat of like giving stuff away. Okay. So I want to welcome everybody in. I'm really excited about today. I am going to be kind of doing a combination of like working and running errands at the same time, but it's like casual, right? Like it's like I'm working today, but I'm not going to be so intense with it. It's going to be like a relaxed working day. All right. So let's dig into it. I'm going to wait for, it's kind of wanting to wait for a couple more people to hop on. All right. Here is the tea. So really quick story. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Really quick story. I was talking to my mom earlier, and she was like, you know, be careful about, you know, going out in LA and shopping around. And I was like, why? And she was like, because I just went with your aunt to breakfast, and she said that there was like this protest going on, like a really big one. And I was like, really? I was like, and in the area that she told me it was in, I was like, that's a very odd area, because in that particular area there's just not a lot of protests that usually go on. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. And she was like, yeah, so just be careful, like if you know, just don't go down that street if you're trying to get somewhere. And I was like, all right. And I was like, what were they protesting? Hey, Hallie. I was like, what were they protesting? And she was like, orange chicken. I was like, what do you mean they're protesting orange chicken? And she just like was busting up laughing. I was like, Mom, you're not serious. She was like, no, literally, there's tons of signs saying orange chicken. And I'm like, wait, you're sitting here telling me that there's a huge protest going on. It's like one of the biggest you've seen in this area, and they're protesting orange chicken? No, but I was busting up laughing. So she was saying that the signs were saying that, you know, TRUM is nothing but an orange chicken. I just was laughing because I'm like, oh. But I really, at first I thought she was really like, they were, you know, she was really saying that they were protesting orange chicken. So that was a really funny random like moment that I had, a conversation that I had with my mom earlier. I'm like, people are just protesting any and everything now, but that's just what people were calling the person that they were protesting about. I haven't personally heard that one, but I guess that's like a nickname that apparently is like a big thing, because there was like a tons of signs. Ooh, is that little area open? You guys, there's this area that always, oh, they're packing up right now, but they usually have this, like, I guess you could call it like a rummage sale, where they literally, I hope my phone doesn't overheat. You did? Oh my God, how'd it go? Oh my God, before I go into anything else, you have to tell me how it went. Oh wait, I'm looking at your emoji. Okay, before you tell me, I'm happy that you went, and continue to go. Like whatever it is, whatever experience you had, continue to put yourself out there, girl. It doesn't matter if it was like a not the best experience or the best time, continue to go. But I want to know what happened. What happened? Oh, by the way, okay, this is not about that, but we're just warming up. And I kind of have like a little bit of a long drive, so we have time to talk. So you guys know I have no desire to get on dating apps. I know I've been very, very aggressive with it in the past of like, no, absolutely not. I'm like, you know, something would have to just like really encourage me, but I just don't feel called to be on dating apps. And then like some of the relationship coaches that I listen to online always kind of encourage against it. But then also, I always want to make sure I'm always learning and evolving, right? Like I don't know it all. So, you know, there's people that'll come on here and say, no, I found my husband on a dating app, like da 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 da. And I'm like, it's still not moving me. Like I love that for you, but it's still not, you know, moving me. And then I talked to a really close friend of mine. I work with him in the charity that I'm a member of. And he was like, Ciana, you got to get on dating apps. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, well, which one are you on? And he told me which one he's on. And I was like, well, how's the experience? I was like, are you on there just to hook up, or are you on there really fun? He's like, no, I really am like looking to like connect with someone, like for real. Like, I mean, he's like, you know, he was being honest. He was like, I mean, not all of them have been obviously a connection where I've like made them my girlfriend, but he was like, yeah, no, I'm really on there like open for something to, you know, to meet a quality woman. I was like, okay. So I don't know. And then there was for the first, it still didn't move me. That was like months ago when I talked to that person about it. And I consider that person like a brother, like a spiritual brother. So I'm like, okay, maybe, but I'm still like, no. Then for the first time, and I might talk about this in the memberships only, to be honest, but what I will say is that there was the first time I actually like a 1% glimmer cracked open. I was like, that makes a lot of sense why you'd be on a dating app. Because it was a particular coach that I was listening to, and I'm going to read what you said in a second. It was a particular coach I was listening to who's married, and they were like, you have to get on dating apps because of da 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 da. People think it's because of da 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 da. He was like, no, you don't get on dating apps for that. He was like, you get on dating apps for da 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 da. And what he explained, I was like, especially for women like 33, 34 and older, I was like, okay, that might have made me actually be open to pondering about it. That's the first time I've actually been open to pondering about it. So we'll see, but yeah, okay, so let me see what you said. So my dad and I went, they had a divider between the men and the women, so we couldn't even see the guys. And then they started live streaming? No. Wait, did they tell you guys they were going to do that ahead of time? That's not cool. That's not cool. My friend found her husband a good husband. Really? Really, Nalia? Or is it Naila or Nyla? Is it Nyla or Nayla? I want to make sure I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, you know, the thing is, it's like I hear about, in my, again, I have a, you know, my experience is not the end all be all experience. So just in my limited experience, technically, compared to the whole world, I've had about 60, 40, maybe 65, 35. 65 being like, don't even waste your time. 35, there being success stories. No. So I asked one of the organizers about the live stream, and they turned it off. Okay. Yeah, that's not cool. Like, if it's going to be like a dating show or like low key something to just like show for entertainment, A, they need to tell you guys that, and B, you need to get paid. Because at the end of the day, it's like, let's just be honest, if you're dating on a screen with a screen showing on you, I mean, is it really like, are you really even able to really be yourself? Like, that's just so unnatural. Like, that's such an unnatural position to be in. I'm getting back on the app, but now I'm also thinking about creating my own singles. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so outside of the live streaming, how did it go? Like, did you meet anybody? Like, you know, was there any success? Was there, you know, or was there like, was it like worth going to, even though you may not have met someone, but maybe you did, you know, just enjoy like maybe getting your practice in with like talking to people? That would be really cool though, Hallie. And was the event more of like a Muslim event, or was it just like for everybody? And then like your dad was there, so, which I think is really cute. Like, was your dad watching you do this, or was he kind of like, did he go somewhere else while you were in the event? I have so many questions. I didn't meet anyone because we couldn't really even see them. What? I don't understand the barrier. So did you guys just like talk through, like just yell over the wall? I'd have to like, I kind of want to see what the event like looked like, because I just don't, was it like you like went up to like a little hole in the wall and like talked to the hole in the wall? Yeah, it was, oh, okay. My dad talked to a few of the men. Okay. And they didn't know he was my dad. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a good one. So he could even get to, and how would they even know to ask about me? Wait. I'm at a red light now. I'm pulling up to a red light. Hold on. Let me actually see what that said. Dad talked to a few of the men, but they didn't know he was my dad. So how would they even, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, they didn't know it was your dad. So they're not like, they're probably thinking he's there to like find somebody. My dad was annoyed about the barrier. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, that was a good try though. Like, it's just good that you're like going to these events and you're putting yourself out there, and you're, you know, and it's actually kind of vulnerable. There's like a level of vulnerability there that you're like, you know, and everybody there, that they're there and they're like, you know, pretty much saying, hey, I'm looking for somebody. What's up? So that's really cool. There's probably events like that in LA. I just don't even know how to like, I don't even know where I would start to even find that. I mean, I guess I could Google it, but that's really cool. They actually made my dad speak and stand up, or they made him speak. So your dad got booked. He got booked to do a speech. That is hilarious. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Went down the wrong pipe. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Woo, okay. It's very calm on the street, by the way. I'm driving like the speed limit. I'm at a red light. I'm safe. Yeah. I was like about to talk and like I swallowed at the same time. So the host was like, are there any dads here with their daughter? With their daughter? My dad raised his hand. Oh, so that was like welcome to bring your dad. I'm assuming because it was like a Muslim event. That's really cool. I actually really like that. That's really cool. That is so cool to go to an event like that with your dad. And then there's like a level of respect, that like a layer of respect that's automatically there when the men find out, like, oh yeah, she actually showed up with her dad. Like, it's on, like, this one is like, it's on a joke. Okay, a couple of announcements, and Hallie, still tell me more because I'm like still intrigued. Couple of announcements. If you live in LA, I'm giving away free, or well, you basically can call it free, free tickets to this really dope jazz festival that's going on at the Hollywood Bowl. And the Hollywood Bowl is super dope, you guys. It's like, it's just like this big outdoor dome off of Highland Boulevard. So if anyone lives in LA, I can, if you're interested, just email me at contact, so contact, CONTACT, at embodypursuit.com. So Embody Pursuit, just like how the channel is named it, contact at embodypursuit.com, and I will send you, I will respond with a code, the website and the code, and it's only for the 15th, it's only for tomorrow, and you actually have to pay $1. So it's basically tickets for $1, but it's essentially almost free. I think like the $1 is like a donation, technically. So, and the tickets are going anywhere from like 40 to 120 bucks. So yeah, so if anyone's living in LA and is interested, you got to make sure to email me within the next couple hours, because it's getting filled up. So email me and I will send you the code, and that's it. You know, nothing, no tricks, nothing in return. Just it's just a gift for being a part of the Embody Pursuit tribe. If anyone loves jazz and lives in LA, lives in Hollywood, that is, take advantage of it. Yes, the flyer told women to, oh, that is so cool. See, that's like, I love that. And then, you know, the men that are there are quality, because they're showing up knowing that there's going to be dads there of these women. So they're already, in my opinion, like, it would, yeah, that's really cool. That is really, really cool. So again, free. Anyways, we expected to have a big room where the men and the women could at least see each other. Yeah, the food wasn't even good. I had a nice little trip with, yeah, that's cool. That's a perfect way to look at it. A nice day with your dad. You guys have some funny stories. Your dad spoke. You put you put yourself out there. And I understand, like, the Muslim aspect, you know, like the like it not being maybe like a physical thing, like really just like connecting on a more quality level. But I mean, yeah, like it would be nice just to, I mean, it's 2025. Like, can we just at least see the human being? Like, even if you were fully covered, and just had your eyes showing, at least like them see you like that and you guys see them. Ciana, eyeshadow is popping. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's just like something, you know, light. I appreciate it. That's really cool though. I'm trying to think. So yeah, just really quick, I know a couple more people hopped on. If you live in LA, I'm giving away essentially free tickets to a really awesome jazz show going on tomorrow at the Hollywood Bowl. If you're interested, email me. contact@embodypursuit.com. The email is contact@embodypursuit.com, and I will message you back with the code. And when you type in the code, you'll just have to pay $1. $1. And I think that the $1 is like a donation to the Hollywood Bowl. But the tickets are like, I mean, they're decent. You know, they're not like, of course, VIP, you know, right? Like they're essentially almost free tickets. So, but it's decent. They have good food there. There's a lot of places to eat. You can actually, what's really cool about the Hollywood Bowl is you can bring your own food and drinks in there. You can bring your own food and drinks. So if anybody's interested, definitely email me. Secondly, I have a free training. It's a free like 70-minute, 80-minute training on what I do to make money online. Free. Step by step. Free. There's no, like, again, it's like with the tickets, like there's no nothing. So if you're interested, go to this website right here. If you're not able to click on it, just go to embodypursuit.com and go to, it says free training. Free. It says free training, and then on the bottom of the flyer it says money making, like free training on money making. And it basically essentially is me telling you what I do to make money full-time online. All right, so get in there. I don't know how long. I might end up taking that and putting that under another area that's paid. So it's free right now. It's free. It's 100% free. So get in there. And the cool thing is that when you download the webinar, if you have any questions about it, you're welcome to email me or catch me live like this. I always go live all the time, and ask me like, hey, you know, there was something in the free training that I just wanted some clarity on, right? So get in there. It's a 90-minute training. I literally have like the steps on, it's me talking, and then on the side of the screen, it shows the 12 steps that I did. So you can screenshot the steps and just literally follow the steps, and you can start making money online. Okay. Next thing is I wanted to talk about YouTube growth. We haven't talked about it in a couple of weeks, so I wanted to talk about YouTube growth. And I want to tell you guys a secret that I'm doing. Okay. Again, you guys know how I get down. I start giving stuff away for free, and then I end up like taking it down later and putting it either under my memberships or in like another training. But you guys, this, I think I might be onto something. We'll see. We're at the beginning stages, but all the gurus, the big ones that always talk about niching down, and I've never said that they weren't correct. I've always said that they were correct, but like at the end of the day, you're your own person. And you know where you have to meet yourself with the YouTube journey. But you guys, in YouTube land, if you don't go by the rules of YouTube land, you can only get so far unless you are somebody that is really obnoxious, or you're somebody that's willing to talk about really polarizing topics. Maybe you're someone that's willing to talk about sexual things. Maybe you're someone that's willing to talk about religion. Maybe you do the gender war thing. Other than that, if you're doing YouTube, that algorithm, I wish this wasn't the truth, but the algorithm rewards the same type of content on one channel. It just does. And this is coming from somebody that I still will not do that on this channel. Period. Like, I'm just not going to. But I started another channel. I already have almost 30 watch hours in less than 3 weeks. And it's because and that's with very low edited videos still. I got to step up my thumbnail game. I got to step up my I'm going to play the YouTube game over there, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to give you the blueprint of what I think is working on that channel, why I've already gotten like a pretty decent amount of watch hours in such a short period of time. So when I launched, you're going to want to write this down. When I launched the channel, okay, when I started the channel, I started it with a story. So the very first video so I dropped 3 videos at the same time. And the one that I posted first, so I posted 1, 2, and 3. No, what I did was I posted them all and had them scheduled to drop on the channel at the same time. So the very first video that I did that, like, you know, you still have to post it one by one, even though they all showed up at the same time. I made sure that the first one was a storytelling type of video. Okay. So I told my story, and that one got like over 300 views. And if you look at my channel here, the last 10 videos, barely any of them cracked 200 views. So what happened is when I dropped the 3 videos, so this is really good if you are trying to grow your YouTube channel, or you know, just need some YouTube advice. I'm going to be doing things the right way. Now, I'm a rebel over here. I do what I want. I post when I want. I post what I want. I post however much I want. I'm doing whatever I want to do over here. On the other channel, the C code, so the C, so CI, the C code, over there, I'm going to follow the rules because at the end of the day, if you want to grow a business, if you want to scale a business, if you want to actually like be able to create authority in a specific niche, it needs to be the same type of content. It just does. So if you're like me, where you're like, I have a channel, but I don't want to pivot the whole channel. I have a channel, but I all of a sudden grew out of what I want to talk about, so I'm just going to talk about this. I want to invite you to maybe do an experiment with me, in that maybe don't start, you know, this is just my opinion. Maybe don't pivot the channel. Maybe keep the channel, do whatever you want on there, and then start another channel fresh. Because there is something with it, like there is something to be said about the algorithms being able to just read and pick up on what is new and working on this channel. And so what happened is on the C code, it's all about making money online only. And it's mainly for millennial people. And I might even narrow it down more to millennial women, but I think that men can benefit from it too. So ages about 33 to about 47, 48. It's mainly for that niche of people, but again, it's for it, anyone can benefit, anyone can make money using what I'm talking about. Now, when I dropped those 3 videos, people were like, oh, this is a good story. Let me see what else she has to say. And then it's like I was elaborating even more on making money online. And then they're like, okay, let me watch the next video. And then I was elaborating even more. So all 7 videos are all about making money online from like a, from like a millennial perspective. So because of that, more people are staying on the channel and consuming all the content that's there, as opposed to being like, I posted something about money making, and then all of a sudden I'm posting about fitness, and then all of a sudden I'm posting about YouTube growth, which is what I do over here. So it's been working, you guys. It's been working. So the niche thing, it does work, but here's my opinion about it. So let me know what you guys think. If you are in the market, in the desire, in the journey of this YouTube growth game, let me know what you think. Let me know what you're doing, because I need help too. I'm always like looking for just I want to keep learning, okay? And I know we're all figuring out and discovering new tips and tricks with YouTube. If I were to start over again 5 years ago, and I had the consciousness that I have now, I would have started with a business perspective in mind. Because here's the thing, if you don't have something that you're offering, after a while, you will start to kind of be like, man, like I kind of wish I could do this and get paid. Now, when I first started YouTube, I genuinely was like, I don't care to like ask the viewer to buy anything. I'm just going to get YouTube AdSense. Like that was my main goal, was just to get paid from YouTube. And then I get to give out awesome information. I get to connect with people. I get to give away free YouTube growth information, or not YouTube, free life coaching. And then I just get to give away free stuff, like free info, free motivation, free inspiration. And then I'll get paid from YouTube AdSense. So that was my goal the whole time. Like at the very beginning, for the first like year or two. After not getting monetized, about 2 years in, I'm just like, because again, I just refuse to niche down. I'm like, no, like there has to be another way. That can't just be the only rule. So I refused to niche down. It was good for my psyche, right? It was good for me as a person, like to not burn out. But then if I were to be honest, there was some like frustration, like, man, like it would just be nice to finally get monetized so I can just continue to do this and like not like do everything else. Maybe I can release some other things that I'm doing and then incorporate more YouTube. And then, but it just, again, when you don't have the quality there with the audio, when you don't have the whole setup, when you don't have, you know, kind of like the YouTube game of like a studio and you're inviting people on a podcast and you're, you know, if you're just doing it casually like I am, I had to just look myself in the mirror and be like, Ciana, you want to do this YouTube thing, but you want to do it in a unique way. And you have to just like accept that AdSense is not going to be the way you're going to be able to make money and do this at the same time. So if you want to do this, you're going to have to be selling your own type of product. So if I were to start all over again, I would have had a product, either I would have like one digital product and like maybe one coaching, which I still haven't released yet. I will release that soon. I'm all over the place. Hula hoop, fitness, travel. Exactly. I'm all over the place too, girl. Meg, I'm assuming you're a girl. I'm all over the place too. But I accepted that I'm going to be all over the place on this channel because I've accepted that the Embody Pursuit tribe, Embody Pursuit is a trademark. I own Embody Pursuit and it's my business, right? However, technically the way that I've designed this channel, it's more of a creative expression channel, technically. Okay. I don't consider it that. I consider it all of the above. It's a business and it's a creative expression and it's art. But technically, if someone were to look at my channel like a professional YouTube growth advisor would say, this would be more of a creative expression, and that's why the algorithm can't send you to the right people, because you're always switching up. And so this is why there's science to it. So this is why. And it makes sense, okay? When you think about yourself, when you're viewing something, think about it like that, and it will kind of help you not feel like the algorithm is against you, like it's like it has a consciousness and it's against you. So if you find me and I'm going, I have a series, right, of like weight loss, which I go through spurts of that, right? I'll have a YouTube series of I had one actually, and it was I hate to break it to you, or it was being brutally honest with you about your weight. So I have about 6 videos of a series. So people found me because of those videos. Okay, people found me because of those videos, and they're like, okay, well, Ciana's gonna be my go-to girl when I want to just get some motivation about weight loss, right? So then after I was kind of done personally, just kind of, I want to kind of put that topic up on the shelf for a little bit and talk about something else. Being a human being, you know, we always want to, like, we get bored, right? So then I start talking about AI. Like, say I like get excited about AI. So then people are finding me from AI, but then, so the algorithm, this is what it does. It will then push the AI video to the people that found me about fitness. And the people are like, well, I don't feel like, I don't have a trust level with Ciana with AI. And I just kind of like listening to her when she talks about fitness. So I'm not going to watch the video. So what happens is the algorithm, even though it could be something that they might like, the algorithm, it studied the fact that the person that originally found Ciana found them through fitness, and that person did not open up the video. They only open up videos when it's about fitness. The algorithm is saying, I noticed that when Ciana posts about other topics other than fitness, this group of people that follow her do not open up the video. So then what happens is the algorithm suppresses the video in general. So it won't continue to push out the video. Okay? It won't continue to push out the video about AI to anybody. So somebody might really want to know about AI, right? And I might, you know, I have like a really cool app that I'm using, you know, for my avatar, which has just been fun to like play around with. So now, because the algorithm suppressed that video, it suppresses the whole channel, right? So it gets frustrating because you're like, well, wait a minute, like, you know, I think that people, this is a trending topic. Like, people will want, I'm excited to talk about it. Other people are talking about it. But when people found me originally because of one topic, and they're like, I like Ciana, her talking about veganism. I only like to really listen to her when she talks about that, which is fine. Cause there's like, so for example, I really enjoy listening to, like, there's like 10 creators that I really enjoy listening to. There's one in particular, when they start talking about like celebrity gossip stuff as a teaching moment, I kind of zone out because I don't care about celebrity, and they're using it, they're using it in a smart way, but I'm just like, I just don't care. Like, I don't care to like see this example. Like, I get what you're doing, and like, I'll watch the next video when you talk about something else, right? I still love the creator, but like certain topics, I'm just like, I just don't care to listen to that particular type of video. So that's what happens. So when you are super niche, especially when it comes to money growth, right? Especially when it comes to money growth. Let me see what you guys are saying. I want to know what's going on. Hold on. I feel left out. I know I'm just kind of ranting because I'm driving. Let me see what you're saying. It's slow right now. But your channel is still growing, even though that's true. So Nala, I believe, I'm just going to say Nala, but I feel like it's not pronounced Nala. I think it's Nyla. I'm going to say Nyla, but just let me know. So Nyla, that's why I'm going to continue to have this channel. It's kind of like, it's like we're a tribe over here, right? So it's like we're a virtual family, and whether you tap in with it often or you tap in with it rarely, this is always going to be here. I'm going to be doing this when I'm 120. Like, I'm going to be talking. It's almost like, you know, when you're like outside and you're maybe like, I don't know, maybe you're taking your trash out and then you see a neighbor and you do a chit chat with a neighbor, and it's not like this big ordeal. It's not this big meeting. It's just a casual, like the casual, normal human like flow of like how people bump into each other. It's kind of like, that's what this channel is going to be. It's here if you want to tap in. It's here if you want to connect with people that are like-minded. It's here when you want to just like maybe see what I'm talking about and you need some motivation, or you like the way I do like on the spot coaching with someone and you're like, oh, I want to ask her a question. It's always going to be here because it's number one, I feel called to do it by God. So it's almost like, this is like almost like I get to have it all. I get to have a business on this channel, and I get to do community service, and I get to give back to people, and I get to be creative, and I get to low-key have this as my ministry, and I get to just have fun. Like, I get to do it all on this channel. Okay? So for my own sanity. Then the other thank you, Hallie. Oh, Naila. Okay, Naila. Nope, the world is coming to, oh gosh. Well, you know what? We got time then. We got some time. So why not maximize the next 5 years that we have then? Okay. Naila. I'm probably still saying that wrong. Not Ella. See, is the E a or is it E? Like Naella or Naila. The struggle boat over here with me. So, I want to invite you to do the same. You guys, the amount of I'm quitting YouTube videos that I come across, I just feel like it's so sad, because it's like, here's the thing. You put all this time and effort into editing and creating a video and growing a channel and figuring it out, and then you're battling with yourself, because we're human, right? Like, we like variety, we like change, we like evolving, we like pursuing becoming our next embodiment, always in pursuit of embodying our next top level. So you might have got to your top level, and guess what? You're still alive, so there's another top level. We're always in pursuit. Like, we evolve, right? So I get it. A lot of creators are just like, I'm done. I'm aged out. Like, I don't want to talk about that topic anymore. I want to talk about this. So my thing is, like, why do we have to feel like we have to quit, like throw away a whole channel? Why not just turn that channel into a creative expression, and then you create another channel on which you really want to talk about? I don't know why maybe some people are doing that and they're just not talking about it, but like, I want to kind of express that there's more options than we think when it comes to like not figuring it out. And now that I'm very niche on my other channel, I'm like, okay, I get it. Now, guys, guess what? If I quit this channel and only talked about money, I would burn out. I don't care to only talk about how to make money all the time. I don't care to talk about my courses that I have to offer. I don't care to talk, like all the time. I care to talk about it sometimes, just like you guys don't care to hear it all the time. I don't care to talk about it all the time. I don't care to talk about veganism every day. I like to talk about it sometimes, right? So it's like that. Like, so on the other channel, I'm going to be posting, maybe clips, some exclusive topics only on the, oh, sorry guys. This freaking, hold on guys. This mount. You guys. Okay, I'm okay. It's just like, this mount is just like not a good mount. And this is like my 4th mount. I'm not even kidding, you guys. So I'm just over it. What's your unfair advantage in life making you grow? Ooh, that's a good question. Because I've talked about that before. And I think it's a, let me just make sure this is like, it wasn't a position word. Okay. So there's a few unfair advantages that I have. And hopefully me saying this out loud will provoke you to think of your own. So there's a couple things I'm going to say, and I hope you guys know that I'm not being like into myself or conceited, because I'm not. I'm just repeating back what's being said to me. So I just want to put that out there. So there's a couple things. Number one, living in LA is like interesting and fun, right? People are like, oh, where'd you go? Or, oh, that part in LA, or, oh, you're going past that Hollywood thing, or, oh, did you, oh, you're going to that event, right? So the fact that I live in like a metropolitan city, like places like LA, New York, Dubai, where else? Maybe somewhere in the UK, maybe London, maybe San Francisco, Miami, like places that are like, destination places where people like aspire to go to. So me living here, right? Like there's whole channels on people like trying to make it in LA, right? Like they move from like a small city in like the Midwest or something, and then they're like trying, like, oh, they moved to LA and they're like sleeping on couches and all that. I was born here. So, I show more the perspective of like what normal everyday people do. But I still like dibble and dabble and like go to these celebrity events or go to like a Hollywood event, right? But everybody has, when you're just living here, you have access to those things. Like, I see celebrities at the gyms that I go to, right? Like, it's just, they're human beings. Like, they're just living life like everybody else. Like, they have to work out. They have to go to the gas station. Like, I went to the gas station just yesterday and a big rapper was just pumping his gas, So it's like, that is a competitive advantage. So I will talk about that. DM you, it's time to level up. Elaborate for me on that. Why do you say that? Elaborate for me. Chicago, yeah, that's another really good one. Chicago life, like anything like that, I do make sure to talk about. Now, back to the point of like this channel being so all over the place, but I don't even know what to call it. It's just, it's an umbrella of pursuit. No problem. It's an umbrella of pursuit. That's what this is. Okay. So that can mean that's endless. So I need this kind of channel for my soul. Like I can't niche down. Like it's just not my personality. I cannot do it, period. But then I also refuse to like try to niche down and then resent it later and then feel like I wasted time. I'm just like going to skip all that and just admit that this is I don't care about the algorithm. I'm done with the algorithm on this channel. It's going to do and maneuver the way that it will. So I'm okay with that. I'm going to let God take over that over here. But I have done LA vlogs. And so so I've had comments where they're like, oh, can you do more LA vlogs? And then like, I'll get a burst of motivation to do LA vlogs. And in some months I'm like, I don't care to do an LA vlog. You know what I mean? You'd rather talk offline? Okay. You can email me. contact@embodypursuit.com. Email me. contact@embodypursuit.com if you really have something to add. So now someone that found me from LA stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm posting about how to make money online. They're like, well, I don't really care to make money online. I just want to see Ciana talk about LA. I'm going to watch her next video whenever so then what happens is they skip the videos that I post about AI or making money online or fitness. And then the algorithm's like, well, this channel's not performing. Like the engagement is low. So let me go ahead and suppress it. So it's like, it's a game you can't lose. I mean, you can't win. What up, Lisa? You cannot win. So I was like, finally just being like, I know I'm not going to talk about polarizing topics. I'm not going to talk about corn and how even though I'm against that, right? Like, even though I'm like advocating for like healthy mental health, healthy sexual health, healthy whatever, like I'm just not going to be talking about those kind of topics over here. I'm not going to be talking about celebrity gossip. Now, every so often, like how I did the other day where we just I went on a rant about relationships, and if you notice, there was a lot of a lot more viewers on here than normal because I was talking about men and women, and we were kind of going, it was kind of like a little bit of a debate, right? That's interesting to the algorithm. People tune in more. I don't care to be a debater. So again, and I'm like, I just had to sit down and be like, all right. And if anyone's hitting, if this is, you know, resonating with anyone, go ahead and like the video just so that way I know. Like, it's just not, I have to just be me, and being me is not going to go viral. It might every once in a while, but it's just not going to. So I was like, how can I play this? And so I just sat with myself and I was like, I really do want to scale a business about how to teach people. Like, I just have a passion for digital products because I also think you can like package up your pain and turn it into profit, package up your failures and turn it into money, right? Turn everything you've been through and just package it up in a structure and get money for it. Like, I just think that is the coolest thing that we can take advantage of in 2025. So, but that I don't want to talk about that every day, all day. So I'm like, I just need to create another channel. So, okay, so back to your question. So that's one of my competitive advantages. Another competitive advantage is that I might have a certain look to a certain group of people. So for men, it might be that they're attracted to darker skinned brown women with like long curly hair with big eyes. Okay. So there's like a section of that happening where they're like, oh, she's like pleasant to look at, right? Like, that's just, again, I'm not sitting there. I'm just being straight up. So there could be that, right? Another thing is there could be women, just like how there's women that I admire, there could be women that are admiring, well, that have told me on here, I really admire this about you. I admire this about you. So all the things, like maybe that I'm a fit person heading into the next decade with a 4 on it. So they might be 29 and they might be like, ooh, when I'm older, I want to be like that when I'm older. I want to feel a lot of radiance. I want to feel a lot of like vibrancy. So the fact that like I have energy and like I have a youthfulness and like kind of like a, you know, have agility and like, you know, just a lot of bubbliness and I crack jokes and like all that, people, that's a competitive advantage because a lot of times women that are honestly my age right now, they're very worn out. They're very beaten up in life for many reasons. They are, you know, going through mental, you know, maybe they went through a lot of trauma in their late 20s and early 30s and they're going through it, right? So there's just like, I think that there's an aspirationalness, if that's even a word, to my being. So they're like, you know what? It's nice to see another woman my age where she is like, you know, still out here and like she's risen above. Because I've had all those things. I've had trauma. I still have trauma that I'm getting over. I still have things that I'm getting over. I still have insecurities that I'm always working through, right? But because I show up confident, that is a competitive advantage because most women my age gets really at this, you start to really feel the pressure of society around the 35-year and up mark, where you're written off, you're old, you're this, you're ugly, you're not a spring chicken anymore, you really have no value in society anymore, you're childless, you're unmarried, you're worthless. Like, there's just so many vicious things, like it's crazy. So one sugar man, 100, wait, let me see, one sugar man is enough than 100 bitter men. So like, I think that there's like I think some women need to plug into my energy, and that's why I'm online, because I want them to. Because I know that there's days where I'm feeling down and I'll plug into other women, right? Like on the internet, where I'm like, ooh, let me see what this person is doing, because they just always have like great motivational videos, right? Like it's kind of like like we're all just doing that for each other, right? Now I really like listening to women in their 50s that are super youthful, bouncy, young. Like it helps remind me that like you really have to plug into your own grid. What kind of life do you want? So you're already written off from society. Especially, I live in LA. I'm a dinosaur in LA. I'm like out here like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like I'm like a long neck out here. Just, you know, it's the land of the 18 to 23-year-old woman. So I mean, basically when I moved back out here as an adult, when I was 22 years old, I only had about 1 year left. Like, you know, I'm not dino. Right. Like I'm a Dina. Just call me Dina the Dino. Dina the dinosaur. Sorry guys. And then being live and being a human and doing weird stuff like that, like it's relatable, right? And I'm okay with actually doing embarrassing moments like that. So I think that there's something like that's unique in the sense of people keep calling it out to me. So if people keep calling it out to me, I'm like, okay, that's a competitive advantage. Like if they're like, whoa, I thought you were this age, you're that age, that's my competitive advantage. So like, and then people are like, well, okay, you've been on the planet for a while. You look like you are not that age. What are you doing? Right? So it's like I automatically get street cred, I guess you could call it. Like I don't have an official credential in how to look youthful, but like I just have lived 2 decades. So just being alive for 2 decades automatically qualifies me to talk about my beauty care, my mental health care, my spiritual care, right? All my anything in the care category. They're like, well, clearly something's working because you look like, you know, you look like this, and your beingness, your aura. That's a competitive advantage. So what are some other things? Okay, this is a very vulnerable one, but I'm just gonna keep it. We're a tribe here, right? So in the tribe, we really try to stick together and help each other out and just be real. A lot of times people are not consistent with their YouTube channel because they just don't think that they're good looking enough. I go through that every day. Everybody goes through that every day. It comes across your mind I don't really know, unless you're like maybe a Victoria's Secret model. And actually I've met some 11 out of 11 women that are like on billboards and all that, and they are some insecure women. Not all of them, but some of them, because it is only their beauty. Right? And so they know they're going to age out. So if anything, they're more like cautious of like their beauty and stuff. So anyways, that's another conversation. But because like, you know, being on YouTube, you have to be consistent in order to pick up momentum. So the momentum of my YouTube came from when I just said, okay, I'm going to pick a template, and I'll explain what I mean by a template. I'm going to pick a template and I'm going to feel 100% confident, even though I don't all the time, but I'm just going to trick myself into feeling confident when I go live, and I'm going to be able to go live consistently if I am okay with this template. So you guys will see me I usually always have eyeliner on. Like I just have a 3 to 5 minute makeup look. Lip liner, lip gloss. I cover up any, like if I had like an acne mark or something, you know, like a dark mark from like breaking out on my face, I cover that up. Okay. I'll do like a little bit of concealer under the eye. So if you notice, it's a little lighter here, and then it's like, you know, there's like a contour here.